Oannes alien entity from sea. Oannes, the alien entity that emerged from the sea, has been an enigma that has captivated the curiosity of many throughout history. This mysterious being is said to have emerged from the depths of the ocean with a profound knowledge that transformed human civilization forever. And today, we're going to dive into this captivating tale, exploring the origins, teachings, and legacy of Oannes, the enigmatic alien from the sea. If you're not familiar with Sumerian literature, it is considered one of the oldest written texts in human history. The Sumerians were an ancient Mesopotamian people whose civilization flourished in the region of southern Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq and Kuwait, during the 4th and 3rd millennia BCE. Their language, culture, and mythology had a profound influence on subsequent Mesopotamian civilizations, such as the Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. Sumerian literature encompasses a vast body of texts covering various genres, including religious hymns, myths and legends, historical accounts, epic poems, and legal and economic documents. One of the most significant aspects of Sumerian literature is its creation narrative. According to these texts, the world was created from a primordial ocean by the Anunnaki gods. These divine beings are often depicted as having extraterrestrial origins, coming from distant planets or realms beyond our own. The Enuma Elish, a Babylonian creation epic, provides a vivid account of this process. It tells the story of how the deities Apsu, Tiamat, Lahamu, and others, representing fresh water, salt water, and chaos, respectively, came together to form the foundations of the cosmos. Through their interactions and conflicts, order emerged from chaos, giving rise to the heavens and the earth. This narrative highlights the Sumerians' belief in a cyclical universe, where the world was periodically destroyed and recreated. It also reflects their understanding of the natural world as they personified natural phenomena such as water and chaos. Sumerian literature also contains numerous references to extraterrestrials, suggesting that the Sumerians believed that life existed beyond their own planet. For example, the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the earliest known works of literature, tells the story of a Sumerian king who embarks on a journey to find immortality. During his travels, Gilgamesh encounters a wise man named Utnapishtim, who reveals that he was chosen by the gods to survive a great flood that wiped out all life on Earth. Utnapishtim's tale mirrors the biblical story of Noah's Ark, and it suggests that the Sumerians believed that humans had been visited by gods or extraterrestrials who had warned them of impending disasters. Furthermore, there are Sumerian texts that describe the Anunnaki gods returning to their home planet, Nibiru, located in the planet's system. These stories indicate that the Sumerians believed that the Anunnaki had come from another world and that they had their own advanced technology that allowed them to travel through space. Overall, Sumerian literature provides a fascinating glimpse into the beliefs and worldview of this ancient civilization. The creation narrative and references to extraterrestrials suggest that the Sumerians had a sophisticated understanding of the universe and humanity's place within it. The concept of the Anunnaki gods is a central theme in Sumerian mythology and religion. In their beliefs, the Anunnaki were a group of divine beings who descended from the heavens to earth. They were considered the creators and rulers of humanity and were responsible for bringing civilization and knowledge to humankind. The Anunnaki were often depicted as having extraterrestrial origins, coming from distant planets or realms beyond our own. This belief in the extraterrestrial nature of the Anunnaki is evident in various Sumerian texts, including the Enuma Elish, a Babylonian creation epic. According to this text, the Anunnaki gods emerged from the planet Nibiru, which orbited the Earth every 360 years. When the Anunnaki arrived on Earth, they were greeted by the water deities Apsu and Tiamat, who personified fresh and salt water respectively. The Anunnaki then proceeded to create the foundations of civilization, including the first cities and social structures. They also bestowed knowledge and skills upon humans, enabling them to develop agriculture, crafts, and other essential aspects of civilization. The Sumerians believed that the Anunnaki gods played a crucial role in shaping human society and culture. They were seen as the source of wisdom, law, and order, and they were responsible for establishing the first temples and religious practices. The Anunnaki were also believed to be the intermediaries between humans and the other gods of the Sumerian pantheon. There are also several legends associated with the Anunnaki gods, such as the story of the flood. In this tale, the goddess Ninkarika warns her son, King Sargon of Akkad, about an impending flood that will destroy the human race. Only Sargon and his family are said to have survived the flood, which highlights the importance of heeding the warnings of the gods. Overall, the Anunnaki gods held a central place in Sumerian mythology and religion. They were revered as the creators and rulers of humanity, and their teachings and guidance were essential for the development of civilization. Now let's talk about Oannes. Oannes was an otherworldly being that emerged from the Persian Gulf and is said to have taught the Sumerians the arts of civilization. His appearance is described as that of a hideous creature with the body of a fish and the head and arms of a human. Despite his fearsome appearance, Oannes was revered as a divine being who brought knowledge and enlightenment to the Sumerians. The legend of Oannes is recounted in the Babylonian Genesis, a religious text that predates the Bible and is considered one of the earliest accounts of creation and the origins of humanity. According to this text, Oannes rose out of the depths of the sea at the behest of the gods and taught the Sumerians the arts of cultivation, fishing, the making of clothing, the construction of houses, and the keeping of livestock. He also instructed them in the ways of the gods and taught them how to worship and honor them. The Sumerians believed that Oannes was a savior sent to redeem humanity from a life of ignorance and savagery. They saw him as a divine messenger who brought the blessings of civilization and the knowledge of the gods. In their view, Oannes was a symbol of the transformative power of knowledge and the potential for enlightenment that existed within the human race. However, the reign of Oannes did not last forever. After teaching the Sumerians the ways of civilization, he is said to have returned to the sea, leaving them to their own devices. Some versions of the legend say that Oannes was taken back to the sea by the gods, while others claim that he simply disappeared after completing his mission. The mystery surrounding Oannes' origins and his sudden departure from the earth has led to much speculation and debate among scholars and theologians. Some believe that Oannes was an extraterrestrial being who came from a highly advanced civilization beyond our own. Others see him as a divine spirit or angel who was sent to Earth on a special mission. Still, others interpret Oannes as a mythical figure who represents the dawn of civilization in human history. Regardless of his true nature, the legend of Oannes has had a profound impact on human thought and culture. It has inspired countless works of art and literature and has been interpreted in a wide variety of ways throughout history. Some see Oannes as a symbol of the potential for human enlightenment, while others view him as a cautionary tale about the dangers of straying from the path of righteousness. One of the most compelling aspects of the legend of Oannes is the way in which it blends elements of the supernatural with the mundane. On the one hand, Oannes is described as a divine being with powers beyond human comprehension. On the other hand, he is also portrayed as a teacher and mentor who imparts practical knowledge and skills to the Sumerians. This combination of the mystical and the practical is a recurring theme in ancient mythology and religious texts, and it reflects the human desire to understand the relationship between the spiritual and material worlds. In conclusion, Oannes remains an enigmatic and fascinating figure in human history. Whether viewed as an extraterrestrial visitor, a divine messenger, or a mythical symbol, his story continues to capture the imagination and inspire wonder in those who hear it. The legend of Oannes is a testament to the human capacity for knowledge, enlightenment, and the search for meaning in a complex and sometimes indifferent universe. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for redemption and the possibility of a better future. What do you think about the Oannes? Is he an alien that came to teach humans, or is he just a myth? Let us know your thoughts. Please like, comment, and share this video if you found it interesting. Subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.